Everyone starts out wanting to have the best retirement. I don't know anyone who doesn't desire to live their best life in retirement, but yet so many people sabotage themselves when they could be making some really positive changes and live a better life than they ever dreamed of. Now today, I'm going to tell you 10 ways that people ruin their retirement. And I hate seeing this because I know the impact of making good long-term choices has had on our life. We certainly wouldn't be living our dream life of full-time travel. So let's go over them and see if you can find an area of improvement so you can have a great retirement too.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
If you're just finding us, we're full-time world travelers who love seeing the world and living a life of adventure. If you want to follow along with us, you can join us on Instagram, you can join our Facebook community group, or you can sign up for our newsletter, and we'll leave a link below. Household debt is at an all-time high, and it now exceeds $17 trillion. And it's on things like mortgages, auto loans, student loans, and credit cards. And sadly, and I do mean sadly, nearly 65% of all households entering retirement today still have some debt. Now, if you're planning retirement or you're already there, we think one of your top priorities should be getting out of debt just as quickly as possible. Just try to knock it out. So for many people, paying off debt isn't even in their plan. They have lived with it for so long. But debt truly reduces your budget and affects your long-term goals. Now is the time to reconsider that car loan that you've always carried and perhaps buy a used car with cash. There's lots of reasons to be debt-free in retirement. For us, having no debt has given us so many more options in retirement. Being in debt is like being at a job. Someone else is dictating to you what to do and when to do it. You must take action on debt because it's not going to get better without action. We can't emphasize enough how important this one is. Now, one of the frequent comments we get is something like, "I want to go travel and see the world, but my husband prefers to stay at home. What can I do about it?" Now, we discuss these comments each time we get one, and we really are so thankful that we're aligned about the decision to travel full-time. I can't believe what we would have missed out on if I would have said, "No, I just want to stay home and do nothing." For me, all those years of traveling with work was a drain, but traveling today with Bev is completely different. I know that making concessions is hard for many people, but it's a two-party game in retirement until it's just one. Now, your retirement is not simply something you've earned, it's something your spouse has earned too. So don't squander the good years. Get out there and go travel and try new things. Misalignment on how you spend your time or manage your money can lead to a lot of stress, frustration, and resentment. Our retirement motto is the C.S. Lewis quote, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." And we think most people are capable of so much in their retirement lives, but miss opportunities by limiting themselves before they've even started. Most retirees are masters at something. Maybe you were an electrician and had a masterful career. Use it, don't waste it. And we don't mean just go out and get another job, but take that talent and run with it. Volunteer at Habitat for Humanity or help Homes for Our Troops build a house for an injured veteran or go help with disaster recovery. You have skills that can be used for good. What a grand way to live your life using the skill that you've developed over a lifetime of work. Now, we just heard this morning that Samaritan's Purse is still looking for volunteers to help in North Carolina. So if you can run a chainsaw or just want to help out with, disaster relief, head on down to North Carolina. They need people. Hanging on to your stuff can ruin your retirement in so many ways. Remember, you will eventually get rid of your stuff. It's just a matter of time. Either you'll get rid of it or you'll leave that burden to someone else. This has been the biggest and best discovery of our retirement life, the importance of finally letting go of the unhealthy relationship we had with all of our things. So many people are burdened by their material possessions. The storage unit business in the U.S. now is at $44 billion annually to house stuff that people rarely use. This can also show up with holding on to a home that's bigger than you need, clothes that you don't wear, a boat that's just parked in the garage, or an attic full of childhood items that your kids likely don't want. Don't let your stuff be a ball and chain holding you back. We recently did a video called Our Life Without Stuff about our efforts to downsize and get rid of all of our things. We also did a video about Swedish death cleaning, so be sure to check out both of those for more detailed information. Looking back after 5 years, we can honestly say that we have no regrets about getting rid of all of our stuff. It has not only helped us financially, but also freed up our minds for adventure and memories. And here's another thing, don't wait for the end of your life to downsize. Do it early in retirement. Even if you don't downsize your house, downsize your stuff. Clean out those closets and organize your garage. You are the healthiest and in the best shape physically and mentally to manage the items and decisions that have to be made when you are downsizing. You might be someone who's very financially savvy and can do all your financial planning yourself, but we think you can't do everything yourself. Now, about 60% of retirees enter retirement without seeking help from a financial advisor. It can be very easy to think that you don't need help with your retirement. We actually thought that we could learn enough to do it all ourselves and we could save money on those nasty management fees. We quickly realized that managing our own investments, anticipating and minimizing our taxes, completing all of our estate planning, and determining long-term care needs were simply things that we needed help with to make sure that we were doing everything possible to maximize our money. This is actually one of the most frequent comments we get about retirement, and that is that we can and should be managing our money ourselves. I liken it to going to a dentist. Now, you can always brush your teeth, but there's no way that you can clean as well as a dental hygienist. They have more tools and more knowledge than you'll ever have about your teeth and treatment options. So while you can brush well, you simply can't do as good a job as they can. Now, we feel the same way about our financial advisors. We know it's not free, but it is worth it to us. We make more in our returns, and looking back over the past 5 years, we can see the many pitfalls that we would have fallen into had we tried to do it all ourselves. Now, if you're interested in some financial help or just want to have someone look over your plan, we'll put a link to our financial advisors in the description below. Maintaining and creating meaningful friendships in retirement can be challenging for many people. Throughout our careers, we do build friendships, but once we retire, we often lose regular contact with those people as they continue working while we move on. This disconnection can lead to loneliness, which can be very detrimental to our well-being during retirement. It's one of the significant challenges that retirees commonly face. So if you're newly retired, it's very important to recognize these feelings and make an effort to form new friendships. Going through years of retirement without meaningful relationships can definitely negatively impact your health and your outlook on life. As we age, losing spouses and friends can lead to increased loneliness, which in turn affects our health and overall well-being. While it may take some effort to reach out and connect with others, it is crucial to keep trying. World travel has been life-changing for us, and it has changed our perspective in nearly all areas of our life. We eat different foods, we learn new things, we've expanded the places that we go, and have a much better appreciation of the similarities and the differences of people all around the world. The memories of incredible places, exhilarating activities, and new cultures have changed us forever. We aren't telling you to sell everything and go travel the world full time, although it is pretty great. We are saying to make some effort and do some traveling in your go-go years and see some new things. The rewards that we've gotten from world travel have been too numerous to mention here, but our point is that in retirement, you have a finite window of opportunity for a number of things, and if travel is important to you or your spouse, doing it earlier rather than later is ideal. Most people retire around age 65, and every year you put off going is 1 year lost. It's easy to feel depressed and closed in when you don't change your environment, and these go-go years can help store up memories for the later years of your no-go years. So you've spent the last 30 to 40 years saving and preparing for retirement. And unless you're just very wealthy and it doesn't matter, now is not the time to buy an expensive vacation home, a new sports car or boat, an extravagant vacation, and anything that you must go into debt for or eat into your retirement savings to purchase. It is important to consider things like your expected lifespan, inflation, long-term care, etc. So much can happen during your retirement that spending large sums of money as soon as you enter retirement could be the recipe for disaster. Retirement is sure to throw many challenges your way, along with plenty of naysayers, Monday morning quarterbacks, and negative people. This can drag down a great retirement in a hurry by making you pick up on the pessimism. Keeping a positive attitude is essential and will directly impact your well-being, quality of life, and your happiness in retirement. You know, we try to take it a step further and be contagiously optimistic. We also try to surround ourselves with people that are encouraging, inspiring, and motivating. Life is just so much better when lifting up others and being lifted up. I saved this one for last because it is so important. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can derail a great retirement like health issues for you, your partner, or a family member. The average retirement is less than 20 years long, and the number of go-go years of healthy and active retirement is much, much less. Now, we've lost some dear friends way too early who never got to fully enjoy their retirement. Despite knowing the consequences, it's still easy for all of us to sometimes not make health our top priority. Getting distracted and giving priority to things other than your health is the quickest way to ruin your retirement. We know we can't control everything, but we can impact things that are within our control. We do our best to maintain healthy eating habits, we get regular medical checkups, maintain a healthy weight, and build activity and exercise into everything we do. A good read is the book Outlive, The Science and Art of Longevity by Peter Attia. You can find it on a Retirement Traveler store. We hope that you found value in these 10 things that can absolutely ruin your retirement. If you know of other things, please leave them in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give us a like and share it with a friend, and we'll see you next week. Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.